meeting a great personality, very, very powerful, vibrating, dynamic kuda kaadu, dynamic personality. I love his sessions. నేను ఆయన సెషన్స్ చాలా లవ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటాను. ఆయన సెషన్లు వినడం కోసం నాకు టైం దొరకదో అని చెప్పేసి ఏం చేసింది తెలుసా, వీరిని ఒక 3 రోజులు ఒక ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్కి తీసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోయాను. Very simple personality, very humble personality, very powerful personality, Jagan Mohan. Now subject is relationship skills building.
It seems to be a big dais, a big platform for me as such. Yeah, let me check, whichever is comfortable. However, a wonderful day ahead. Good afternoon. Yeah, a very, very good afternoon as such. And many of, I don't know how many people have attended my sessions as such, but there's somebody there? Can I have some hands? Very good, nice to see you guys. Right. Today's session is going to be on, as you all know, we're like skill building. Probably you've already got the title as skill building as such. We talk about skill building. Telugu lo na, Hindi lo na, English. It's very pathetic. Hyderabad is layer anamata. So anybody here, Malayalam, Tamil, Gujarati, Bihari? Nobody as such. I don't find any other. No cosmopolitan. Right? However, welcome you all. Andariki Telugu, Hindi mix chesi maatladtanu, Hindi, English, whatever it is comfortable. But one thing endante, you will have to interact with me. This 1 hour, it's going to be breathtaking time with you and me as such. I strongly believe in one particular thing, right? నేను ఏ ట్రైనింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేయడానికి వచ్చినా నా గ్రౌండ్ రూల్ ఒకటంటే, ఇంటరాక్ట్ చేయకపోతే నేను వెళ్ళిపోతాను. పెద్ద మూడీ ఫెలోన్, సైకాలజిస్ట్ నేను కూడా, right? Psyched up, a very psychic kind of a thing. In case if participants are dull and dumb and like that, అంటే టికెట్ తీసుకున్న తర్వాత విన్నర్ అండ్ లూజర్ అంటారు కదా, 2 concepts. విన్నర్ క్వాలిటీ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే, he buys a movie ticket of rock star, and how does he come out? థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళాడు, మూవీ చూశాడు, బయటికి ఎలా వస్తాడు? సద్దాక్. He comes out like that, right? అదే లూజర్ అయితే ఎలా వస్తాడు? లూజర్ అయితే ఏం చేస్తాడు? థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళి నిద్రపోతాడు. థియేటర్కి వెళ్ళి టికెట్ తీసుకొని నిద్రపోతాడు అనమాట. సో ఐ డోంట్ బిలీవ్ ఇన్ సచ్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ ఎ కాన్సెప్ట్. ఐ am only with the winners. Now who's the winner out here? How many doubtful winners are here? Right? Other day I was telling somebody, communication skills, winning spirits, ivanni kavalante, there is a new tablet which is released in the market. ComWinCo, COMWINKO, raskondi, 250 mg, daily 3 times this call. COM. ఎడ్డి మొఖాలు ఎక్కడో ఉన్నాయి, ఇక్కడే ఉన్నాయి, అంతేనా? రైట్? ఎక్కడున్నాయంటే ఎతకాల్సిన అవసరం లేదనమాట. సో ComWinCo, there's nothing like that, right? This is something to do with a disease called as Huntington. HUNTINGTON, Huntington. రకరకాలుగా ఈ వర్డ్ని వాడుతుంటారు పబ్లిక్. బట్ బేసికలీ సైకాలజీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ, వాట్ ఐ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఫ్రమ్ హంటింగ్టన్ ఇస్, చూసింది చూసినట్టు చెప్పలేరు, విన్నది విన్నట్టు చెప్పలేరు, ఫీల్ అవుతున్నట్టు కూడా చెప్పలేరు. ఈ ట్రైనింగ్ లో వచ్చే పెద్ద ప్రాబ్లం ఇదే. ట్రైనర్స్ వచ్చేస్తారు, ఫుల్ యాక్టివేట్, బూస్ట్ తీసుకొని, కాంప్లాన్ తీసుకొని, అన్ని రకరకాల మోటివేటర్స్, వాట్ ఎవర్ ఎనర్జైజర్స్ తీసుకొని వస్తారు. బట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? పీపుల్ మేక్ ఇట్ ఫ్లాప్. పార్టిసిపెంట్స్ మేక్ ఇట్ ఫ్లాప్. ద రీజన్ వై? రాంగ్ పర్సన్ ఇన్ ఎ రాంగ్ సీట్. Losers, losing attitude or losing mindset or conservative mindset. Change తీసుకురావాలి. ట్రైనింగ్ లో కూర్చున్నాను, ఆ సీట్ లో కూర్చున్నానంటే యూ షుడ్ ఫీల్ ద హీట్. హౌ మెనీ పీపుల్ ఫీల్ ద హీట్? ఆ సీట్ లో ఎంత మందికి మంట పుడుతోంది? పుట్టట్లేదా? ఈ ఇంపాక్ట్ అంటే ఏంటండి? నిప్పు పెట్టడానికి వస్తారు ఇక్కడ ట్రైనర్స్. మీకు సోఫా, ఇక్కడ సీట్ వార్మప్ చేయడానికి కాదు, ఇక్కడ సీట్లో మీరు కూర్చొని గుడ్డు పెట్టడానికి కాదు. అక్కడ ఇంపాక్ట్ ఏంటంటే నిప్పు పెట్టాలి, యూత్ కి నిప్పు పెట్టాలి. ఇన్ ద సెన్స్ ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ నాట్ ఆన్ ఎ నెగటివ్ సైడ్, బట్ రాదర్ టు క్రియేట్ అ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ చేంజ్ ఇన్ యువర్ లైఫ్. In your life, a life which is beautiful. You're all blessed people, అందరు gifted people out here. A beautiful eyesight ఉంది. You know, you can see the whole world, beautiful world. బాలు గారిని చూడొచ్చు, విశ్వనాథ్ గారిని చూడొచ్చు, right? You can see all the personalities out here. You can hear to their all these excellent talks, right? You can see everything as such. And but what do you take? Intake ఏముండాలి? All the positive energy as such. ఆ సీట్ లో కూర్చున్నప్పుడు you have to have that intake with you as such. But if you behave like a loser, మూవీ అంతా చూసిన తర్వాత లూజర్ దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి అడిగారు, రాక్ స్టార్ ఎట్లుందంటే ఎక్కువ నడవదు అది. వాడు 30 కోట్లు పెట్టి మూవీ తీశాడు, వీడిని వచ్చి అడిగాడు అనమాట. వీడు 50 రూపాయలు టికెట్ కొన్నాడు. వీడిని అడిగారు మూవీ ఎట్లుందిరా అంటే అంటే ఏంటి? రాంగ్ పర్సన్ ఇన్ ఏ wrong place. It is not the person who's making the movie is wrong. Person who's making the movie, person who's running the show is excellent. He's used all his creativity. There's about 200-300 people who are making that movie. A movie production of 300-400 people. Go and check with any Sardi Studios, Ramaji Studios, ekkadana velli chudandi. Oka movie cheyadaniki enta contribution untundi ani. No matter whatever the good, bad, ugly movie, whichever the movie it is. But people, they could just comment because that is the cultural problem. Cultural problem. We are all get used to it. In fact, this particular program talks about the same thing. How do we come out of that? Such kind of a cocoon. What is cocoon? Parami? Shell, more or less a shell. Beautiful, beautiful. I appreciate such voices. Please clap for him. Anybody as such. I am not looking at this is what which is said, survival of the fittest. I am just coming from a program which just happened in the morning in the high-tech city, right? I just finished the program and I was coming down. There, it's a new company starting up and there were about some 15-20 employees who joined in newly, and I was supposed to do the induction. And people were asked to, they're all coming from a marketing background and they're all about 15-20 years of experience, which they are carrying with them. They're all almost of 30-35 years of age and they're warming up the chairs out there. And I was asked to, speak to them, sir. And let them come and give their introduction. How do they do the upselling kind of a thing? Me introduction veeru cheyandi ani chepparanamata. So everybody were coming, sir, na peru Vishwanath, nenu 20 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి సేల్స్ లో ఉన్నా సార్. ఎందుకున్నావు? ఎన్ని కంపెనీలు ముంచినావు? నువ్వు 20 సంవత్సరాల నుంచి ఎన్ని కంపెనీలను ముంచినావు? Right? What are you doing? In fact, there is no purpose, there is no aim in life, there is no ambition in life as such. Right? Each day is like an operation. This I always keep telling the people that you're all doctors and every day in your hand is like an operation. Every day, each day is like an operation. How do you treat? Have you ever found a doctor in a lungi and doing an operation? Have you ever found any doctor singing a song? Chura liya hai. Have you ever seen a doctor doing an operation like that? Right? I may be using good sense of humor, but there is a message behind it. There is a serious message behind it. That is what which we need to understand and take up the day very, very seriously. Each day there has to be a bank. What kind of a bank? Knowledge bank. The more knowledge bank, the more cash bank. There is no knowledge bank, cash banks also ups and down. There is no guarantee of the cash bank as such. So if you really want to make your life as such, really true meaning of living as such, so let there be a learning and earning process, parallelly working with you as such. Learning and earning. What is loving? What is living as such? A real meaning of living is what? Learning or earning. If I have to ask any of you as a member, what are you doing ante? Either you have to be learning or you have to be earning. A person who is not learning or a person who is not earning, there's no point being here or anywhere as such. He is as good as a loser. Movie ticket తీసుకొని థియేటర్లో నిద్రపోతున్నాం. ఏసీ ఎండ బాగుంది సార్, నిద్రపోదామని చల్లగా ఉంటుందని వచ్చినాం వీడికి. Right? Are you getting the point? It doesn't make any difference at all. So with this points as such, however, my discussion would definitely be like this. I'll be very appealing, very challenging to you. I might ask anybody any question. How many people are ready here? Is there anybody who doesn't want to answer me as such? I may ask any question with anybody and you should be able to give me the answer. And I'm not here to demotivate you guys. Trainers elanti mood tho nostaru, elanti alochana tho nostarante, they come here to educate you, encourage you, elevate you. Can you repeat it? Educate you, encourage you, elevate you. If you don't break the barriers, le sir, mem Brahmin family sir, madi Naidu family, madi Muslim family, madi Christian family, maybe you would godal dati baytiki ralem sir. Ante impact లకు రావద్దు. ఇంపాక్ట్ వచ్చి ఇంపాక్ట్ కి బరువు కావద్దు, లయబిలిటీగా ఉండొద్దు. Right? If you really want to create some kind of an impact, please understand every member out here is liable, is indebted to the country. ఇక్కడ ప్రతి ఒక్క సిటిజన్, మీరు ఆధార్ కార్డ్స్, రేషన్ కార్డులు అన్నీ ఉన్నాయా? అందరికీ అన్నీ ఉన్నాయి కదా. సో వీఆర్ హియర్, వీల్ హ్యావ్ టు అండర్స్టాండ్ దెర్ ఈస్ something which is expected out of us. Maybe to the country, maybe to your community, maybe to your caste, maybe to your company, whichever you have, where no matter whichever the network which you have as such, there is somebody who's waiting for you to do some magic in life. So that is what the understanding which we need to create as such. Bavilo kappala kaadu, gatti gattiga, bavilo kappala kaadu, గాలిలో గద్దల మానవా mananu kind of a thing. So we all have to, remember such kind of a thing. That like we'll have to open our mind. Can I see those letters? I'm not able to see that. Okay. There is a beautiful Persian quote which I strongly believe in this. Not able to see that. Lights and him. If you look at the quotes, if you look at the statements out there, he who knows not and knows not, he knows not. When we are talking about a skill as such, a skill set, a person who doesn't have confidence with him, the very first line it speaks about low confidence. Not only low confidence, it is ignorance. నా పిల్లని ట్రైన్ చేయగలిగితే చేంజ్ చేయి కానీ గాడిదలు మాత్రం ట్రైన్ చేసి నీ టైం వేస్ట్ చేసుకోకు అని. రైట్? ఈస్ దర్ ఎ మెసేజ్? యా, ఈస్ దర్ ఎ మెసేజ్? It talks about, thank you, it talks about ignorance. It talks about people who don't want to change. నేను ఇలానే ఉంటాను, నేను మారను, మారేది నా, in fact which is not my cup of tea, నేను నా దారిలో లేదు ఇది, నేను I don't want to, मैं बिल्कुल change नहीं होना चाहता हूँ. Right? A person with such kind of a mindset, an ignorant, reluctant, you can name in any which way as such, a person who doesn't want to change as such, we really can't help it as such. But a person needs to, get into some kind of a mindset, a frame of a mind like I need to change. Beautifully, I'm like, probably you also can work out. Can you write down the spelling of change in your book? Write in bold letters, CHANGE, and strike the first and the last letter. Strike down the first and the last letter. What do you get it? Simple. I don't have to give you any message. If you don't change, what happens? You end up hanging. Na ghar ka na ghat ka, gopi. What is gopi? వాట్ ఇస్ దాట్? ఏం చేస్తున్నావు అంటే ఏదో చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తున్నా, అటు లేడు ఇటు లేడు, ఏదో ట్రై చేయడానికి ట్రై చేస్తూనే ఉన్నాడు. నిన్న అదే చేశాడు, ఇవాళ అదే చేస్తున్నాడు, రేపు అదే చేస్తూ ఉంటాడు అనమాట. సో దట్ ఈస్ వాట్ ది మైండ్ సెట్. Until unless you're not open to any kind of a change as such. He who knows not and knows he knows not, he simple teach him. He who knows not and knows that he knows not, he realizes that this is what the area which I don't have. Basically we Zohari window antar. If anybody has an idea, has anybody heard of Zohari window? Blind spot kind of a thing, hidden areas. Yeah, when you know that hidden areas, this is the particular area when I need to improve upon. Communication problem undi, personality, interpersonal skills lo problem undi. We talk about various intelligences also. Nenu enno vishayalu connect chestuntanu. Anybody has a question, you can always raise. Chaala mandi nannu comment em chestarante, ee sari ni okati cheppamani cheptanu, enno vishayalu cheppestadu. Ardhamainda? Are you getting the point? So it is my commitment in any kind of a job is something where I wanted to give the complete whatever I have, I wanted to give it to them as such. So the other person will have to have the right. There's always been a comment. It is definitely, it depends on situation to situation and company to company, but it is very, very essential. Every time you can't play the same game, right? You need to be very smart enough, diplomatic, and then work on it. So basically, as we're talking about intelligences as such, right? There are about, in fact, as far as theory prakaram, there's about 8 to 9 intelligences antaru. Oka manishi develop kavali ante complete ga mentally, physically, socially, emotionally, holistically oka package la develop kavalante there has to be a list of 9 intelligences a person will have to develop. Probably you can check it through any kind of Google around and you'll definitely find it. So, but whereas I was working on a project where I figured it out very surprisingly, there are about 36 intelligences where which we still haven't explored it yet. Mana jeevita kalame saripodu aa intelligences develop cheyadaniki, aa intelligence develop kavadaniki. So however, forget about 36. You really don't have to be a Gautam Buddha, Vivekananda, Swami Vivekananda kind of a thing in your lifestyle. Probably mana family life ki adi suit kaadu, but you can at least work upon some intelligences where which people, some people say that I am very smart sir, I am very highly educated, I am a PhD holder, I am blah 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 blah. మరి 10 మందిలో నువ్వు ఎలా ఉంటావు? నేను ఎవరితో మాట్లాడాను సార్, నాకు 3 ఉంటేనే మాట్లాడతాను, నేను ఎక్కువ ఫ్రెండ్స్ సర్కిల్ అస్సలు లేదు సార్, ఎవరితో డీలే చేయను సార్, నాకు వాళ్ళంటే ఇష్టం లేదు సార్, తెల్లోళ్ళు ఇష్టం లేదు, నల్లోళ్ళు ఇష్టం లేదు, పక్కోళ్ళు ఇష్టం లేదు, కిందోళ్ళు ఇష్టం లేదు, పైవాళ్ళు ఇష్టం లేదు. What is that which is talking about? Is it talking about smartness? It's definitely not smartness. It's talking about yourself smart, but you are not a people smart guy. Are you getting the point what I'm saying? Are you there? Yes, thank you so much for giving me the presents. Keep on responding to me, the more you respond, the more, the trainers are encouraged. Any trainer as such. So this is what the understanding. So there are set of intelligences which you need to develop as such, basic thing. And especially I wanted to leave you this particular thing, any professional as such, people who really wanted to develop their professionalism. Okay, professional ani deni antaru, professionalism as such. What is that philosophy behind it as such? Please write it down. Mentally strong, if at all by any chance, in case if I make somebody, can I do an activity? Okay, let me pick up somebody. Can I see some volunteer? Can I have the checklist guy, standing up? Yeah, can you please check backside? Yeah, please. Can you stand up? Stand up, please stand up. Yeah, I'm asking you only. What's your name? ఏది కనపడుతుంది అంటే ఇది రెగ్యులర్గా నువ్వు ఇలా ఏది కనపడితే అది వేసుకొని వస్తావా? సింపుల్, రెండు స్టేట్మెంట్స్ పర్సన్ని జడ్జి చేయడానికి రెండు మాటలు చాలు. నౌ యూ టెల్ మీ ది కైండ్ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఆన్సర్ వాట్ యూ హ్యాడ్ గివెన్ మీ. ఈజ్ ఇట్ పాజిటివ్? ఈజ్ ఇట్ పాజిటివ్? ఈజ్ ఇట్ ఎంకరేజింగ్? ఈజ్ ఇట్ అప్రిషియేటివ్? Is there where which I can tell him like, thank you Anand, manchi samadhanam icchavani, ఏదన్నా ఛాన్స్ ఎక్కడైనా సిగ్నల్ ఉందా? So what is it saying? Mental blockades, the conservative practice, the cultural practice, the education practice, the friend circle. నేను ఎవరు మాటినా, నన్ను ఎవరైనా అంటే నేను ఊరుకోను. అది మన పక్క తెలంగాణలో నన్ను ఎవరేమన్నా అంటే నేను ఊరుకోను. Are you getting the point? So this is what, how do you combat this kind of a situation as such? How do you develop such kind of an intelligence? Right? There is a new tablet which has come in the market, Comvitco 350 mg, which develops your intelligence like this. Does it work? It doesn't work. You have to develop groundwork. Meere groundwork cheyali. You have to get into the field and start working on it. How do I face such kind of, somebody is calling you stupid? Thank you so much sir, it's been almost 2 months nobody called me a stupid. Thank you so much. What is it happening? Is it something good? Am I giving you a positive response, a negative response, or a positive response? I am giving somebody calling me stupid. You are a stupid. So I said, thank you so much. It's been 2 months, nobody called me stupid. And I am smiling. Am I positive or negative? Simple. No harm. I am not giving any return counter. Are you getting the point? I am, limiting myself like, he is trying to attack me. What am I trying to do? I am defending, and at the same time I am not reacting to any situation as such. So whoever the person who said stupid, he has to think, are poi veedni enduku stupid annara? Are you getting the point? Mentally strong. Next, physically fit. Any point of time, you get into a job. Many people, they get into the job, they go to the school, right? They go to a college. Every second, third day, either they cough or they cold, they have a cold or they sneeze or they, have a headache or they have stomach ache. They have, some or the other problem, lifetime. కుంకుమ రేఖ, మొగల్ రేకులు, ఎండమావులు, ఇది కాలేదు, అది కాలేదు, ఈ ప్రాబ్లం, ఏదో ఒక ప్రాబ్లం, ఫిజికల్ ప్రాబ్లం. And then they stuck up at home, and they don't attend their classes, they don't attend their, they have either problem with the people or some way or the other. Ultimately the message here is physically fit. How do you keep yourself physically fit? What is the best practice do you have? Probably, pardon me? By exercise. Yoga, fine. There is a fatty guy, other day, just about 3 days back, there is a friend of mine who's very fat, right? And he was going on a jog as a regular practice. వెళ్తున్నాడు రెగ్యులర్ గా ఉన్నటువంటి సడన్ గా హార్ట్ ఏదో పట్టేసినట్టు అయింది, కింద పడిపోయాడు. ఏమైందంటే వాల్ బ్లాక్ అయిపోయింది, వారం రోజులు హాస్పిటల్లో ఉన్నాడు. సో is it a good practice? Yoga, is that a good practice? I'm not commenting on any practice. I'm just asking you which is the best practice. What is that which we need to understand here as such? Pardon me? Pranayama, meditation. There's anything else? Pardon me? Be a little louder, girls. You have to take new initiative. Nutritious food. Okay. Work on FLP, DXN. There is a lot many products, Amway products. There's a lot many products. By any chance you're a salesman into it? Pardon me? Time. I'm not able to get it. Maintain the time. Okay, maintain the time. Sorry? Mind has to be fresh. So you go and go for a hair wash every 3 hours, every 4 hours. Water therapy. Are you recommending to water therapy or something? Yes. There is even a therapy called water therapy. Limited food. Limited food. Sorry? Body needs. Depending on the situation. Healthy habits. Anybody from the balcony? Wait a second. Aerobics. Wow. Beautiful. Keep watching, Shilpa Shetty or, some aerobics. Is that? बहुत शान पट्टी है, हाँ? मौका मिला तो कुछ भी बोल दे, हाँ? Good habits. However, a big round of applause for each one of you, like here. Wonderful practices. You definitely have beautiful ideas with you. There's no any discussion on it as such. You all know that, like, the reason I was asking you, because I wanted the entire audience to know which are all the best practices available in the market. That was my idea. That's why I was encouraging everybody to speak, to come up with their own idea as such. So now you know which are the best practices. इसी को बोलते हैं सबका सुनो, अपना करो. क्या बात है? Right? That's the thing. So in fact, anything positive as such, it is not only to do with physical activity. దీన్నే అంటారు నాదారి రహదారి, అడ్డదారి కాదది. Okay, నాదారి అడ్డదారి అని అంటే then you have your own pattern as such. అందరూ follow your road rahadari. So you also have to have anything positive in life, any skill, whatever, wherever the generation is moving as such, right? Whatever, whichever is the movement ekkadaithe nadustu movement jarugutundo manam dantone unte, then definitely you are physically, mentally strong, no doubt about it. And what is socially? Socially means what? Socially, you got to be very positive, very open as such. Socially very open. What do you mean by socially open? What do you understand socially? Social studies, social ante enti? Sorry? Community concern. Next? సమాజానికి ఏ విధమైన ఏదైనా కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ చేస్తామా లేదా, ఎనీ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ టైం. సమాజానికి ఫైనల్ సమాజానికి అంటే ఐ ఆల్వేస్ అప్రిషియేట్ మై, ఐ డోంట్ నో, ఐఎమ్ లుకింగ్ ఫర్ దిస్ ఫ్రెండ్ ఆఫ్ మైన్. కిషోర్ గారు వచ్చారండి. బై ఎనీ ఛాన్స్ కిషోర్ ఈజ్ అవైలబుల్ హియర్? సారీ? Okay. That knows this guy, Kishore, who happens to be a very close friend, common friend of us. And this guy is a very typical. I always appreciate, I don't know, he may have 101 negative qualities, but this one quality, I really, take this example as a, trend-setting, example as such. Whenever, we are driving down, right? And suddenly, whenever there is a traffic jam or anything like, this guy will not sit on the driving seat. He'll immediately ask me to take the driving seat, and he'll just get down out of the car బయటికి వెళ్ళిపోయి ట్రాఫిక్ ని కంట్రోల్ చేసేస్తాడు. And many times he caught up with the fight with the traffic policeman. तू क्यों बीच में आता है? Are you getting the point? तू क्यों बीच में आता है? In fact, this talks about, one of the videos, which I can show you up. Probably anybody as such, whomever we come across, चाय वाला, तरकारी बेचने वाला, किराना शॉप वाला, petrol bunk वाला, how many people do you come across and then you appreciate the people as such? You have a nice pant, you have a nice shirt, you have a nice goggles, you have a nice hairstyle, you have a nice whatever the ID card, you have a nice shoe, nice pant, nice chappal, anything as such. How many times do we appreciate such kind of things? The four most important words: what is your opinion? Not my opinion. It is what is your opinion. What do you think about it, right? Seek first to understand. One of the principles of Stephen Covey. How many people have heard of Stephen Covey? 7 habits of highly effective people. One of the habits speaks about seek first to understand, then to be understood as such. So what is your opinion about it as such? And 3 most important words, if you please, rather giving a chance to others to speak as such, or others to, letting others. The 2 most important words, thank you, and 1 most important word, that is not I, rather, you wanted to develop as such. It is to such an extent, as long as you are there, people with whom you work, people with whom you live, people with whom you no matter whatever the mission, project, a campaign, workshop, elanti chesina, how you get along with the people and work on it. The 2 most deadly words, I know. What is this I know? నాకు తెలుసు లేదా నాకు ముందే తెలుసు, ఇవన్నీ నాకు ముందే తెలుసు, ముందే చదువుకున్నా. దాని ఫలితం ఏంటి? Like even and this reminds me of another point also, especially మన బయోడేటాస్ లో రాసుకుంటాం. My greatest strength, excellent communication skills. Introduce yourself ante, sir, I am Prasad Rao or whatever. Sorry, no comments on anybody. I am some blah 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 name, and my nativity, my mother tongue, my experience, my education, my college. And this guy writes in his biodata mentioning my strength is excellent communication skills. Control C, Control V. Ante kada? Control C, Control V. That's the regular thing which you keep doing it as. So how you, rather not to follow anybody as such, rather you have to speak about yourself. The 3 most deadly words, I can't do it. Anything, especially in a corporate job, anywhere as such, if you really want to take, unless you don't take up any challenges in your life, you really can't bring in any kind of a change in your life as, right? Change, risk lene life lene ledu. Do you agree with me? Yes. Absolutely. You always have got to be challenging. జీవితంతో మీరు ఆడుకోవడం బెటరా, మీతోని జీవితం ఆడుకోవడం బెటరా? గట్టిగా చెప్పండి. జీవితంతో మీరు ఆడుకోవడం బెటరా, మీతోటి జీవితం ఆడుకోవడం బెటరా? అర్థం కావట్లే. జీవితంతో చెండాడుకోవాలి. Right? You will have to start playing with your life as such, but life should not play with you as such. And the 4 most deadly words is, I already know this, which we already spoken. The 5 most deadly words, it is not my job. Now, no matter whatever, just before you have seen the video, right? There is a tree, which was falling there, and then nobody is bothered. It is not my job. I was appearing on the TV channel, doing a session on mobile etiquette. So there's a gentleman who calls me up and asks me, సార్, ఈ గవర్నమెంట్ ఏం చేస్తుంది సార్, రోడ్డు మీద పోతూ సడన్ గా ఫోన్ కాల్ రాగానే రోడ్డు మధ్యలో వాడి లాంగ్వేజ్ అయ్యజాగిర్ అనుకొని నిలబడి ఫోన్లో మాట్లాడుతుంటాడు సార్. ఈ గవర్నమెంట్ ఏం చేయదా సార్ అంటే, మీరు అడిగిన క్వశ్చన్కి నేనేం చేయాలని అడుగుతున్నారా, లేక మీకేమైనా ఆలోచన ఉందా, మీకేమైనా చేయాలని ఆలోచన ఉందా అంటే, లేదు సార్ మీరేం చేస్తారు సార్ అంటే, నేను దిగేసి 5-6 చాక్లెట్ జోబులో పెట్టుకుంటా, పోయి ఒక చాక్లెట్ ఇచ్చి కొంచెం సైడ్కి జరిగి మాట్లాడుకున్నా, ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది, రోడ్డు మీద ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది అని చెప్తా. I will not blame anybody else. I will not blame anybody. I respect every individual, whoever I see as such. That is my quality. That is the school of thought. That is the school of management I come from. My education is not helping me. Is not educating me. They are not doing it. Wrong person in a wrong area. Wrong person in a wrong place as such. And the 6th most deadliest word, I am not responsible for this. Not taking, not being open to any kind of a responsibility as such. Now, having understood what is the thing which you said, mentally, professional ga undalante em kavali, quality, skill. Mentally you got to be strong. Ante evaraina, what an idiot I have seen you anante emanali. Thank you so much. 3 months tarvata entadi challati word inna sir. Right? You should not get irritated or agitate the situation. You don't have any right to create any agitation as such, right? Don't get into any kind of a hype. And second thing is physically strong. What do you mean by physically strong? Have proper diet, have all the best world's health, best practices. Whatever the best practices, no matter if it is yoga, aerobics or whatever it is, whichever the cycling, jogging, whatever you wanted to do, you do it, right? But ensure that you have all the best practices with you. And socially open. What do you mean by socially open? Don't get away from any situation. If you have the time, if you can contribute to the society, don't think that like, sir, ఇప్పుడు నేను హైదరాబాద్ లో ఉన్నా కదా సార్, మా ఊరేమో భీమవరం, మా ఊరేమో భద్రాచలం సార్, ఇక్కడ నేను ఏం చేయలేను సార్. Wherever you are, it is your hometown. Any doubt? No doubt about it. Wherever you are there, that is your livelihood. Don't ever carry the thing in the mind that like, I belong to this kind of a thing, Don't, corner your mind, or don't psych up your mind saying that like, I belong to some kind of a ratism. What is ratism? I call it as a ratism. Rayalaseema, Andhra, Telangana. I'm sorry, I'm a serious guy, into this. I don't want to drive this youth into any kind of a, chaos or any kind of a situation like that. I am here to, I told you 3 E's. Educate you, encourage you, elevate you. Take your mind levels to a next step. Not, bring you down. Are you getting the point? No, don't ever get into any kind of a hype, whatever the situation it is as such. And socially, and finally, emotionally well balanced. The 4 points which you'll have to remind as a professional, anybody who is getting into a job. Job seeker, job holder. Job seeker to job holder. What is job seeker? Udyogam vetike vallu. Job holder? Udyogam. Ippudu mana paristiti ade kada? Akkado ikkado unnam kada? Right? Either we are there into job seeking or job holding a job as such. So you got to have this is the particular thing which I want to share with you. You have to have a skill set with you as such. Now let me show you another slide here. అది మాట పాట ఏమో చెప్పలేరు, వేడి చలి ఏదైతున్నా ఏమైతుందో కూడా చెప్పలేరు. ఇప్పుడు నేను ఒక పిక్చర్ చూపెడతా, మీరు సమాధానం ఇవ్వకపోతే ఇప్పుడు అదే వ్యాధిగ్రస్తులు, నేను తప్పకుండా టాబ్లెట్ ఒకటి పంపించాలి మీకు, రిజిస్ట్రేషన్. నేను కూడా ఒక చిన్న వైట్ చిట్టి ఇస్తా, పేరు నెంబర్ ఇవ్వండి. రైట్? వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ విచ్ యు సీ దట్? నెక్స్ట్ దాని నెక్స్ట్ లెవెల్ చెప్పరికి వెళ్ళి చెప్పండి, ఏం కనపడుతుంది అక్కడ? సారీ, రీచింగ్ ఏ గోల్. కొంచెం ఇంటర్మీడియట్ లెవెల్ చెప్పండి. సారీ, పాసింగ్ ది హర్డిల్. కొంచెం డిగ్రీ లెవెల్ చెప్పండి సార్. సారీ, స్టైల్. స్కై ఈజ్ మై లిమిట్. బ్యూటిఫుల్. ప్లీజ్ బిగ్ రౌండ్ ఆఫ్ అప్లాస్ ఫర్ ది జెంటిల్మెన్ దేర్. Provided you have the caliber, you have the potential, you have the productivity, sky is the limit. Right? The only thing is you cannot. దాన్ని అన్నాం ఇప్పటిదాకా ఒక 2 తెలుగు మాటలు చెప్పాం కదా, బావి కప్ప అని. ఏంటండి అది? హంటింగ్టన్ టాబ్లెట్ రెడీ లేదు. శ్రీకాంత్ గారు కొన్ని ఇంజెక్షన్స్ రెడీగా సైడ్కి పెట్టాను, టకా టకా ఎక్కడ దొరికితే అక్కడ ఒడిచేద్దాం. ఏం మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి? బావిలో కప్పలా కాదు. అర్థమై ఎలా, ఎవరికి ఎట్లా అర్థమైతే అట్లా అర్థమైంది. రైట్? బావిలో కప్పలా కాదు, గద్దలా ఎగిరిపోవాలి, అంతే. ఎగిరిపోవాలి, మళ్ళీ రావద్దు. 7th క్లాస్. నెక్స్ట్. సారీ, కమిట్మెంట్ అంటే కొత్త జాబ్లో జాయిన్ అయినప్పుడు కమిట్మెంట్ లాంటివి తీసుకుంటాం అట్లా. రైట్? సారీ, నాలెడ్జ్, ఛాలెంజింగ్, రిస్క్ టేకింగ్, ఫ్యామిలీ మ్యాన్ కదా. కష్టాలు, వాట్ ఇస్ దట్? మొగల్ రేకులు, ఎండమావులు. కరెక్ట్ కదా? ఫ్యామిలీ మ్యాన్. యూత్ కి కావాల్సింది ఏం కనపడుతుంది అక్కడ? నేను చెప్పా యూత్ కి కావాల్సింది ఏం కనపడుతుంది అక్కడ? సీయింగ్ ద లైఫ్ ఇన్ డిఫరెంట్ వే అంట సార్. ఇది అంటే ఎట్లా? ఇప్పుడు ఎన్నేళ్ళు కనపడుతున్నాయి నా చేయి మీద? ఎన్నేళ్ళు కనపడుతున్నాయి? దెర్ ఇస్ అ పాయింట్, సీరియస్ పాయింట్ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. ఎన్నేళ్ళు కనపడుతున్నాయి? నేను అడిగింది నా చేయి మీద ఎన్నేళ్ళు కనపడుతున్నాయి. సారీ, డిఫరెంట్ ఎక్కడుంది? మాట వరకు ఎక్స్టర్నల్ గా చేంజ్ అయిపోయినాం, ఇంటర్నల్ గా ఇంకా చేంజ్ కాలే. ఎక్స్టర్నల్ గా ఇవన్నీ ట్రైనింగ్ అంతా కావాలి మాకు, సాఫ్ట్ స్కిల్స్ అన్ని కావాలి. మేము సర్టిఫికేషన్ రాసుకోవాలి, అటెండెడ్ సో అండ్ సో ఇంపాక్ట్ ఫర్ 12 days ఫుల్ ఫ్లెజ్డ్. బయటికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత మానవా లెట్ మీ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ మై వండర్ఫుల్ ఫ్రెండ్ మిస్టర్ కిషోర్. వండర్ఫుల్. ఒక 3 statement ది. సారీ, నెవర్ సే డై. వెరీ క్లోజ్ టు ఇట్. Absolutely right. What is that? I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it. Once again. Do or die. That's the commitment levels, which we are talking about. What is the thing, which youth has to carry from here? Do or die. Once we commit, na mata nene. ए हिंदी ले बाउंड दिखा राइट एक बार कमिट किया तो मेरी बात मैं नहीं सुनता हूँ Is there any youth? Is there any youth out there? हाँ please, very good, very nice. ఏదైనా చేయగలవు ఏది పడితే అది చెయ్యి ఏది దొరికితే అది చేయాలి నాట్ కండిషన్ అప్లై కండిషన్స్ అప్లై నాట్ లేబర్ అంట హార్డ్ వర్క్ ఇంకా కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వెరీ గుడ్ risk taking beautiful very close to the point risk taking నాకు ఒకటే ఇంపార్టెంట్ risk taking anybody else any message దేన్నైనా ప్రయత్నం చేస్తే దేన్నైనా సాధించవచ్చు అచ్చా ఒక్క ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి ఎప్పుడైనా ఒక్క ప్రయత్నం చేసి ఏదైనా ఒకటి సాధించాలి అంటే something like that or it has to be a is there anything else girls where is the voice from the girls smart work sorry challenge challenges in life in fact there was a beautiful point challenge as rightly said change before the change changes you జీవితం చెత్తపు కుప్ప కాకముందే ఏ చెత్తనైనా మొదలుపెట్టు ఫస్ట్ అది మెసేజ్ అక్కడ I get the point. The message there it says is don't set any reservations in your mind, personal reservation. లేదు సార్ ఒక మంచి టై ఉన్న జాబ్ అయితేనే నేను చేస్తా రైట్ రోడ్ల మీద తిరిగే జాబ్ చేయ ఏసీలో కూర్చొని కాల్ సెంటర్లో కూర్చొని అయితే మంచి చేస్తా రైట్ బాయ్స్ గర్ల్స్ మంచి ఇంజనీరింగ్ నెట్వర్క్ ఉంటేనే చేస్తా యూ కెనాట్ లుక్ ఫర్ ఎనీ ఆపర్చునిటీ లైక్ దాట్ వేర్ ఎవర్ యూ గెట్ ఎ ఛాన్స్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు గెట్ ఇన్ టు ఇట్ ప్రొవైడెడ్ యూ హ్యావ్ దట్ మైండ్ సెట్ విత్ యూ Abdul Kalam hasn't become a president of India just like that over a day. He started up with what? Sorry? Paper boy. He was a paper boy and we take the pride to, say that like he's an Indian and he's our president, our former president, whoever it is. He hasn't made any choices like that, boss. What are we talking about? So that is what the message which we have. Before the life changes you, rather you accept the change no matter whatever it is. You accept the challenge and start from any scratch. And life enta beautiful ga untundandi. Just imagine you starting from the scratch. Right? చిన్న పనులు చేసుకుంటూ ఎదగడంలో ఎంతైతే ఆనందం ఉంటుందో ఈ కోతిగం గెంతులేసిన వాళ్ళకు కూడా అంత ఆనందం దొరకదు గర్వం దొరకదు Are you getting the point? Yes. Right? So don't believe in such kind of a philosophy. Whichever the job, whichever the opportunity you get in your hand, you be the right person. Early, what is that? Early bird catches the worm. So whoever is proactive, they'll get the opportunity. What is this now again? Sorry, responsibility, okay. Commitment, okay. Balance, okay, let me put it in a simple way. He is carrying all the responsibilities there. He is taking care of his family, he is taking care of his friends, he is taking care of whatever the burden which he have, he's got all the burden with him and is proving to be a smartest person as such. It is just not that like only focus to work ante nenu anni marchipota అయిపోయింది ఇదే విధంగా డైవర్సులు కూడా పెరుగుతున్నాయి ఇదే విధంగా ఫాదర్ అన్ని పెరుగుతూనే ఉన్నాయి రైట్ ఫ్రెండ్ సర్కిల్ పోతుంది ఫ్యామిలీ పోతుంది కాస్ట్ పోతుంది కమ్యూనిటీ పోతుంది అన్ని పోతుంది బట్ యూ షుడ్ బి రెడీ యూ షుడ్ బి ఏబుల్ టు ఈక్వల్లీ బ్యాలెన్స్ ఆల్ దోస్ థింగ్స్ as such so nothing but work life balance there is some other message but this is the right message for you where which I can share with you. Let's ensure that like you have all the things well intact right you maintain the balance. కడవతావు బాబు అంటే మా ఊరికి టికెట్ ఇస్తారు ఏ ఊరు గుడి పక్కన గుడేడా చెట్టు కింద చెట్టేడా చెరువు పక్కన చెరువేడా ఏదది మా ఊళ్ళ మీ ఊరేడా మళ్ళీ మొదటికి రైట్ so you cannot have any kind of a goal setting as such right without having the correct frame of mind right ultimately what do you want to achieve in life anedi very very important that is the thing which you mentioned you can manage what you cannot understand but you cannot lead it. Whatever comes your way you can easily manage but to lead the things like for example education is what which is already given to you. My number will not accept unknown numbers. because I'm a serious time management professional. Now, if at all, if you wanted to communicate with me, you can only send me an SMS. Right? With your, sir, నేను సీను సార్ కాల్ చేయండి తొందరగా అంటే దొరక. ఎందుకంటే every week, I meet at least, 5 to 10 CNUs and it's very difficult for me to figure you out. But otherwise, please note down my number, 9912342312. And my email ID is 9912342312. That's my number. And anybody wanted any kind of an assistance, anything to do with job seeker to job holder, any kind of a suggestion, guidelines. As a trainer, our responsibility is to guide you guys like a traffic policeman, left, right, center, roundabout, U-turn kind of a thing. Ultimately, you are the one who have to. गाड़ी किसको चलाना है? आपको चलाना है. So to avoid any kind of accidents in your life as such, you can always keep communicating with us for any kind of a counseling as such. That's one thing. And my mail ID is trainingjokey trainingjockey@gmail.com. trainingjockey@gmail.com. So Facebook I do have with the same name, Training Jockey, right? You can always get to me. But please ensure if there is anything to do with an operation kind of a thing, then only contact me. Website I do have, but I haven't reactivated it again. Training Jockey, TRAININGJOCKEY @gmail.com. You're welcome. So is that okay with you? Right. All the best, right? Enjoy yourself.